Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Runs away. Beautiful description about heaven makes everyone want to live eternally there. In Qur'an state that two conditions to get into heaven. There are those who believes and doing good. So, is there any place in heaven can fit for non-Muslim? Is that true? Non-Muslim is an infidel? Is non-Muslims and Muslims meet in heaven? Watch this video so you won't get lost. Which non-Muslim can get into heaven? Islam, Christian, and Jewish had claimed salvation for their people. Our Prophet Muhammad, who broke Islam's gospel, had rejected by Ahlul Kitab. They claim their religion as the most genuine and survived religious adherents. Christian and Jews claim as the most rightful holder for heaven explained in Qur'an. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "And they, Jews and Christians, say, never will they enter heaven, unless the people who are Jews and Christians. That's only their empty dream. Tell them, show the proof of truth if you are the right person." Quran Surah Al-Baqarah 111. Christian and Jews claim over heaven had been denied by Allah. The Daniel, as Allah said in Quran, not so. Even whoever surrenders to Allah while he is doing good, then for him the reward is on the side of his Lord, and there is no worry for them, nor do they grieve. Quran Surah Al-Baqarah 112. The salvation ways of non-Muslim contained in a saga that narrated by Tabari and Suyudi. Salman al-Farisi, known as one of the best companions of our Prophet, used to be a Mecca as a common Christian. Then he met a Christian priest who asked him to follow Jesus and teach him Bible. One day, when they visited Baitul Maqdis, the priest said, "There come a time for the last prophet from Arabia." He told Salman to believe on him and be his followers when they meet. Besides, there is a prophetic sign on his back. Other sign is he refused alms and accept gift. Salman with his friend named Ibn Malik then leave to Medina. They meet Prophet and tell him about the Christian priest. After Salman finishes praises to him, our Prophet Muhammad said, "O Salman, they are the expert of hell." Salman felt the world was dark and out of breath. Cause the Prophet answered, and he said, "If they meet you, they will put faith on you and be your follower." Then the verse came, "Behold, the believers, the Jews, the Christians, and the Sabi'in, whoever of them truly believes in Allah the next day and do good deeds, they will receive reward from their Lord. There is no worry for them, nor do they grieve." Al-Baqarah 62. The Prophet suddenly called Salman to tell him about the verse and said, "Whoever they follow the religion of Isa and die in the age of Islam before hearing my message, surely he will be in goodness. But whoever has heard my treatise but doesn't believe in me, he will perish." Which one is an unbeliever? The unbeliever is the one who closed their heart to accept the truth. This is goes to what Allah said in Quran. "Surely, the disbelievers, it is the same for them. You give a warning or not, they will not believe. Allah has locked their hearts and their hearing, and their eyesight is closed, and for them, the very heavy torture." Surah Al-Baqarah 6-7. Accordingly, people who are cursed by Allah, as Allah said in the Quran, are unbelievers who are wrongdoers, arrogant, and deny the Prophet after seeing the real evidence. The one who was mentioned by our infidel Quraysh and some of Ahlul Kitab at the time, they are threatened to hell. Allah said, "And whoever opposes the Prophet after the truth is clear to him and follows a path that is not the way of the believers, we let him be free from the error. he has mastered, and we put him in Jahannam, and Jahannam is the baddest place to return. Quran Surah An-Nisa 150. Quran explained that infidel more like doing bad things, cheat, arrogant, and denies as shown by Ahlul Kitab when our Prophet delivered his speech. But not all of them is infidel. This way along as Allah said in Quran, "You are the best people who are born by humans, order the goodness, and prevented the bad, and believe in Allah." If the Ahlul Kitab believe, of course, it would be better for them. Among them there are those who believe, and most of them are wicked people. Surah Al-Imran 110. The one who mentioned as wicked people are corruptors who corrupt Allah's word by doing forgery. Dad, what is the difference between devout Muslims and non-Muslims? The place in heaven for non-Muslims raises a question about the difference between devout Muslims and non-Muslims. Quran explained that the Muslim and devout Muslims who do prayers, pay for zakat, fasting, and other compulsory worship or additional worship has a different position in heaven. They will be judged according to their deeds. Allah said, "Verily to the believers, the Jews, the Sabians, the Christians, the Magi and the Polytheists, Allah will make a decision between them on the day of resurrection. Verily Allah witnesses all things." Surah Al-Hajj 17. Faithful peoples who follows the Sharia of the Prophet Muhammad will be rewarded heaven and given the greatest gift looking into his face. That is the peak of happiness and the pleasure achieved by servant who believes and keep their faith. While the non-Muslim considers Allah's love that way more than his wrath. This way as Quran explained, when those who believe on our verse comes to you, tell them, "Assalamualaikum. Your Lord hath set over himself a lot, that is those who doing harm among you because of stupidity. Then they refrain after it and fix it. Verily Allah most forgiving, most merciful." So, friends of faith, that was an explanation about heaven's promise to every ummah, because every grain of goodness will never worthless in front of the creatures. Allah said, "And indeed among the Ahlul Kitab, there are those who believe in Allah, and in what was revealed to you, that was revealed to them, while they don't exchange the verse of Allah for a small price. They are rewarded by their Lord. Indeed, Allah is very quick in calculations." Surah Al-Imran 199. Wallahu a'lam bissawab. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.